12 things successful people avoid in business. Starting a business is no small feat, with only half of new enterprises surviving the first 5 years, and just 1/3 making it past 10. The outlook can be daunting. All too often businesses crash, while owners are left desperate in their wake. But fear not, our video offers 12 key insights to help avert disaster. If you heed this advice today, your enterprise could well reach its greatest potential. 12. Avoid focusing too much on the product rather than the consumer. This is an important lesson all business owners and entrepreneurs must learn. The consumer always comes first. Too much focus on the product and not enough focus on the consumer can lead to disastrous results. Take for example, Ford's Edsel model, a car released in 1959 that cost an incredible $250 million, but failed miserably due to its failure to listen to consumer needs and preferences. People wanted something sleek and stylish, something they could relate to. What they definitely didn't want was a car that felt outdated before it even left the production line. It was a hard lesson for Ford to learn, but thanks to the Mustang, an instant hit with consumers due to its modern design and fitting their needs perfectly, their fortunes changed forever. When it comes to successful businesses, understanding your customer base is key. 11. Strong management is essential. The desperation of VW's scandal and Nokia's failure to innovate were two clear examples of why strong management is essential. Despite the foresight founders may have, without an executive team that can build systems, teams, and foster an environment in which staff feel safe to speak up, these faulty decisions can happen. At times it appears that a culture of fear can be driven by poor management, leaving companies open to highly costly mistakes. Volkswagen alone paid out tens of billions as a result of their diesel fiasco, demonstrating how vital it is for any organization to invest in experienced leaders who understand how to execute plans adequately. 10. Poor money management. Poor money management is an all too common mistake among small businesses, and in 2020, it's only getting more expensive. Cash flow problems are responsible for significant brand failure, and the impact of inflation coupled with rising interest rates can push even the best budgets off balance. It's essential that entrepreneurs audit their expenses and revenue streams accurately, allowing them to budget realistically and protect their credit rating. Furthermore, setting the right price point, one that is fair to customers, unique to your business, and still generates sufficient liquidity can be a challenge. Planning ahead, with realistic estimates of startup costs and ongoing maintenance needs, are part of the key to success. 9. Failing to attract great talent. Businesses that don't take the time to surround themselves with great talent are setting themselves up for failure. As Warren Buffett said, you will move in the direction of the people you associate with, so it's important to have the right team behind you. Trying to work all alone or attempting to micromanage everything can be incredibly unproductive and risks not achieving key objectives. With so many talented professionals out there, why not leverage their expertise to help your business reach its goals? Investing in quality accountants, managers, developers, writers, and marketers can make all the difference when it comes to scaling your business. Don't risk missing out by failing to attract great talent. Follow these tips and you'll be well on your way to success. By embracing the advice today, your enterprise could well reach its greatest potential. So what are you waiting for? Get out there and make it happen. With careful planning and the right team behind you, anything is possible. 8. Seizing the wrong moment. Seizing the wrong moment can quickly break a business opportunity. Airbnb was incredibly fortunate to have come out during the recession when people needed extra cash, and were willing to rent out their own homes. However, if your idea doesn't coincide with the technology that is currently available, or the educational means of many people are not advanced enough to make use of it, its potential could be stifled before it even begins. This, unfortunately, happened to Bill Gross of online entertainment companies Com, with only 50% of Americans having access to broadband at the time and frequent errors within video codecs, he wasn't able to get his business off the ground. Fortunately for YouTube, the now ubiquitous streaming service managed to start in 2005 after Adobe Flash fixed codecs error, and 50% of Americans had broadband access. 7. Focusing too much on the small details. It is essential to have good prioritization skills when deciding on tasks and projects. Jeff Bezos recognizes the difference between Type 1 and Type 2 decisions, the former being those with major consequences and the latter being those with a minor effect. When it comes to Type 1 decisions, we must take our time to make delicate and informed decisions, to properly assess any potential ripple effects, while Type 2 decisions can be made more quickly. One should spend adequate time on tasks dependent on their impact, which could have an overall positive or negative effect on one's business. Always keep in mind that getting 70% of something correctly done, and achieved within the set time frame is far better than getting something completed perfectly but late. It is important not to waste too much time focusing excessively on small details, lest you fail to take timely action when needed. 6. Avoid going with the flow. Look. The fear of getting lost in the crowd should always stay in the back of our minds. We may be tempted to follow trends and opt for a going with the flow look, but we need to stay focused on our individual goals and organize our business operations. Before taking steps towards executing our plans, it is crucial to make sure that all legal aspects are fulfilled and accounted for. Drafting business plans might seem tedious, but ignoring this important part of the process can lead to bigger problems down the line. Therefore, it is very important to create lists of tasks and go through them systematically, so that nothing is overlooked or forgotten. The right team, the right timing, and an effective strategy can make all the difference in reaching your desired goal. 5. Not being generous enough with your customers. Not being generous enough with your customers is a surefire way to alienate them and push them away. Companies like McDonald's, Revolut, and Glovo have successfully grown their customer bases by taking a generous approach, for example, giving away free Happy Meals or offering rewards for referrals. A complimentary latte from Starbucks on a customer's birthday is another great way of demonstrating generosity. And according to Robert Cialdini, the principle that giving something makes someone feel like they owe you, thus creating loyalty, can be a powerfully beneficial weapon in any company's arsenal. Ultimately, businesses should strive to foster true loyalty from their customers in order to create more fruitful long-term relationships than simply relying on one-time buyers. For neglecting the power of criticism. Ignoring the power of constructive criticism in business can have disastrous consequences. While it may seem easier to simply turn a blind eye and push ahead without considering anyone else's opinions, this can often lead to extremely costly mistakes, both financially and in terms of reputation. Therefore, it is vitally important to actively seek out opinions from those with different perspectives, as the unconscious mind usually contributes significantly more to our decision-making than we realize. Doing so may be difficult given our inherent biases and prideful desire for validation, but to neglect the power of criticism would be a huge mistake. 3. Avoid the fear of failure. As a flourishing business, it can be overwhelming to think of the potential for mistakes and failure. Your endless effort and time have been poured into pursuing success in your company. It would be understandable to question whether or not you are good enough for such a task. In reality, however, it is crucial for you to realize that mistakes and failures are a part of life, particularly when discovering something new. Instead of worrying about the fear of failure, try to focus on what you can learn from the experience. Skill building is imperative in order to garner the level of reliability you need. The information you acquire will provide a sense of assurance and enable you to attend to your customers and business needs. 2. Ignoring automation. Ignoring automation can have serious consequences for your business, leading to lagging productivity, missed opportunities, and higher costs. UiPath is a prime example of how automation can revolutionize the way we do business, by partnering with Microsoft on Amazon Azure. With automation, mundane tasks such as data entry and report writing can be automated efficiently and effectively. Code can be used to create complex systems that save time while being more reliable. The key takeaway is that this new technology allows entrepreneurs to spend their valuable time focusing on more meaningful aspects of their businesses than ever before. 1. Ignoring ethics. Ignoring ethics can be a slippery slope, with many people not realizing the consequences of their decisions until it's too late. It may seem like an easy way to make money, but if your actions are in violation of any laws or regulations, you could face severe repercussions. Besides the legal implications, such a lack of consideration for morality can severely damage your reputation both personally and professionally. It's important to think long-term, is this really something that you want to be associated with? If not, then you should set the moral bar high and consider others in your decisions, because values endure far beyond monetary gain. We value your opinion and have a special reward for those who make it to the end of our video. Now's your chance to receive something exclusive. Not fixing other areas of your life. Life can be a difficult journey, and when it comes to fixing everything in our lives, it can seem daunting. But with the right approach, it is entirely possible to unravel the mess that we may find ourselves in. It's important to take things one step at a time and prioritize what needs fixing first, otherwise all the chaos could overwhelm you. Additionally, awareness is key. We must recognize what potential traps exist in life so that we don't get stuck falling into them again and again. For this reason, Alex has provided some incredibly valuable information by sharing 15 of the most common traps people tend to encounter throughout their lives. With this knowledge, we will be one step closer to having a happier and more satisfying existence. We can't express our gratitude enough for joining us today. If you liked what you saw, show some love with a like. Hit the bell icon to always be in the know on all of our uploads, and don't forget to subscribe. We'll see YA next time.